There was an idea.
To bring together a group of remarkable people.
To see if we could become something more.
So when they needed us, we could fight the battles
that they never could.
The Marvel Cinematic Universe has delivered countless unforgettable moments over the years, but few films have left as deep an impact as Avengers: Infinity War. This movie wasn't just another superhero blockbuster. It was the culmination of a decade of storytelling, the grand crossover event that brought together heroes from every corner of the MCU. From the opening sequence to the final haunting snap, Infinity War redefined what it meant to build a cinematic universe. It carried enormous expectations, and somehow it exceeded them. The story was bold, emotionally charged, and devastating in ways audiences never expected. It wasn't merely about heroes fighting villains. It was about choices, consequences, and the painful cost of saving the universe. The film opens on a chilling note, a sense of doom that immediately sets the tone. Thanos, the Mad Titan, has begun his quest for the Infinity Stones, and he's more determined than ever to bring his twisted vision of balance to the universe. From the very first scene, it's clear that he's not the kind of villain Marvel had introduced before. He's calm, intelligent, and terrifyingly sure of his purpose. When he crushes the Hulk effortlessly and decimates half the Asgardian survivors, audiences realize that this was not going to be a typical superhero movie. Thanos wasn't just an obstacle, he was destiny in motion. His mission to eliminate half of all life to restore balance became one of the most haunting motivations ever put on screen. As the film unfolds, the narrative jumps between multiple storylines across the cosmos. On Earth, Tony Stark, Doctor Strange, and Spider-Man find themselves drawn into the conflict when Thanos' followers invade New York. Meanwhile, out in space, the Guardians of the Galaxy encounter Thor, who barely escapes Thanos' wrath. Each group of heroes has its own part to play in stopping the Titans' plan, but despite their courage and power, the odds remain heavily stacked against them. What made Infinity War so gripping was how it balanced so many characters without losing emotional depth. Every interaction felt purposeful, every reunion meaningful, and every loss devastating. One of the film's greatest strengths lies in its pacing and emotional weight. Unlike most superhero movies that build toward triumph, Infinity War slowly strips away the hero's sense of control. Every plan fails, every victory feels temporary, and every battle takes a toll. The fight on Titan, where Iron Man, Spider-Man, Doctor Strange, and part of the Guardians' attempt to stop Thanos, is one of the film's most visually stunning and emotionally tense sequences. The coordination, the stakes, and the near success, all of it builds to that single crushing moment when Peter Quill's emotions cost them their only chance to win. It's a reminder that even heroes can falter, and that's what makes the story so human. Another unforgettable sequence takes place in Wakanda, where Captain America, Black Panther, and the rest of the Avengers prepare for the final stand. The Wakanda battle is massive, chaotic, and breathtaking, showcasing just how far the MCU had come in terms of scale and spectacle. The unity of different heroes and nations coming together against a cosmic threat highlighted the heart of the Avengers' teamwork and sacrifice. Yet beneath the heroic energy, there's a growing sense of dread, an understanding that no matter how hard they fight, something catastrophic is coming. The closer Thanos gets to his goal, the more inevitable his victory feels. But at its core, Infinity War isn't about the Avengers, it's Thanos' story. The film's genius lies in making the villain the protagonist of his own tragedy. He's not portrayed as a mindless destroyer, but as a being convinced that his actions are merciful. His relationship with Gamora adds a surprising layer of emotion to his character, showing that even monsters can feel love, though twisted and cruel. The moment he sacrifices her on Vormir for the Soul Stone remains one of the film's most gut-wrenching scenes. The realization that the price of his dream is the life of the one person he truly cares about gives the story a dark, poetic resonance. The film's emotional power peaks in its final act. After assembling all 6 Infinity Stones, Thanos becomes unstoppable. The heroes give everything they have: Vision's sacrifice, Wanda's heartbreak, Thor's rage, but it's all in vain. When Thor drives Stormbreaker into Thanos' chest, audiences dared to hope it was over. But then came the line that sent chills across theaters worldwide: "You should have gone for the head." And with a single snap of his fingers, everything changed. Half of all life disintegrated into dust, leaving the audience in stunned silence. It was a cinematic moment that no one saw coming, an ending so bold and haunting that it turned a superhero film into a cultural phenomenon.